Well, Governor Abigail Spanberger signed nearly a dozen bills into law. Most of them are aimed at keeping students safe at school. That's something parents and school administrators have said is a priority. But some are concerned about how school divisions will pay for these new safety initiatives. Brittany Miller joins us now in the studio to explain. Brittany.
Dana, there weren't any gun control bills signed into law today, but a political analyst explains that most of them are in response to gun violence and may cost a pretty penny for school divisions to put in place. Virginia Governor Abigail Spanberger signed 8 bills into law on Thursday, many of them focusing on students and their safety at school.
I read them, and I think a lot of people read them as a response to gun violence in schools.
13 News Now political analyst Dr. Leslie Coggle says governors and state legislators across the country are passing similar laws depending on which party is in control.
Allowing for armed teachers and certainly for increasing mental health support.
Bills Governor Spanberger signed include HB 195, which will invest in more classroom support for at-risk students, and HB 592, which allows school boards to provide teachers with panic buttons they can wear to more quickly alert police of an emergency.
Whether or not the government is willing to, the state's willing to fund those things is going to be the real question.
Virginia Beach School Board member Melinda Rogers says the new laws may be unfunded mandates, meaning school divisions have to fund those first in their budgets, possibly taking away from other programs.
We want to make sure that we are also providing the programs that our students are currently enjoying, and that also comes with a price tag.
Despite funding concerns, Rogers says she supports that the new laws will mean hiring nurses to support the physical and mental health of at-risk boys and girls. As a former teacher, Rogers said she primarily worked with at-risk students.
We see that mental health supports are needed more and more in our schools because our students are struggling.
Though she calls the new laws that can reduce gun violence in schools a good idea, she worries they only respond to violence instead of stopping it.
If we are doing more to prevent those students from having access to guns, that is proactive.
Other bills signed into law today strengthen training on red flag laws, adopt standardized safety rules to make sure children are safe at public pools, and require school boards to report school meal debt to the Department of Education every year. Brittany Miller, 13 News Now.
All right, thanks so much for breaking that down for us, Brittany. And these new laws go into effect on July 1st.